Hey guys, Seamus McClure here. Welcome to a brand new playthrough. It's a game that, again, like Gone Home, I've wanted to play for a very long time. I've actually owned for a fairly long time. I think the most I've done is open it up to sort out OBS, and that's literally it. So I'm kind of excited for this. I'm going to quickly go into some options and make sure I've got everything right. Huh. So let's get into it. I've heard a lot of good things about this. Do we want stealth or story? So explore freely. You know what, I'm actually more interested in the story behind this. I play plenty of stealth games. I play plenty of other games. I just want a good story. Yes, I would like a brief tutorial.
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Still can't believe the deal we got.
Where's my room?
Right up there, buddy.
Welcome to your home for the summer. We're very excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties, and I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We've booked through for August 31st. Your security deposit is cleared, and our cleaning service freshened everything up on Saturday. You can buy groceries at Mr. McClendon's. McClendon's in town, and if you'd like to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meridian Avenue just off Fairview. If you have any questions, or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call. Pete Fuller. Cool. What an interesting movement system.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Your goal in each chapter is to figure out how the dilemma facing Dan the dilemma facing Dan and decide how we should resolve the situation. Each member of the family desires a different outcome, and it's up to you to decide which path to take. If you learn the desires of more than one carrier, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. Writer's block. Well, I'm guessing I know what his problem is then. Return to the office and look upstairs for a clue. Where's the office? Oh, that one maybe? Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, of course, it's that, isn't it?
Writer's block. I can't believe I just wrote that. Writer's block. There, again. Those two words are apparently the only damn thing I can write. I don't think it's been this bad since high school. Mr. Holder's class, an essay about Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, well-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grofield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep slipping deadlines. Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a waffle hut, or a long drive, or a drink.
Each character has a number of writings or drawings to discover. You found one of Dan's. Now that you know what's troubling him, you can search the house for him to discover more about his dilemma. Let's get down here. You can't see me, so... Ooh, Racing Roger. Found a Racing Roger. He's gone for a walk, hasn't he? So, of course, let's go and have a look in the toilet. What on earth is that? Oh. Fishing stuffs. Oh. Someone's been drinking. Oh, in the upstairs bedroom. Oh, it even tells me where to look for him. That's definitely not his bedroom. That's likely to be, though. When you look at a character, you can press space to see what they're thinking about. This doesn't work. The cloud around Dan's head indicates that he's remembering specific moments from the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn more about the current chapter. Approach Dan from behind. Whoa! Now that you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan in this chapter. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish and can return to it at any time by approaching him from behind and pressing space.
Do you think coming here will help?
It has to.
Do you think coming here will help?
What a fascinating game.
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. Got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies? Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done? Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest? When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways. That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
You found all of the moments in this character's memory. You can come back and re-examine them at any time, or you can exit and explore the other character's memories. Yeah, I'm just going to exit the memory.
Dan, we're back. Hi, Mom.
Now that Linda and Tommy are home, you should look for their clues, discover what's on their minds, and explore their memories. If you learn what all of the characters want, you can earn additional opportunities to influence their story. Ideas. Alice listens in on the phone call. Problems. Ruins sympathy for Alice. Solvable? Probably not. Too cheap and easy. Scene of the leak. Scene of the leak? Lake. Alice sees them? Could definitely work. Come up and for Scott. Alice stays innocent. Sarah sees who Scott really is. Yeah, I think that works. You can always press tab to see your progress and find out what you need to do to move forward. You can press escape to help. Cool. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I hope this reaches you before you leave for the summer. I know we went over this in my office, but I think Tommy is a wonderful child, and I'll feel better putting my recommendation in writing. Children develop at different speeds, but Tommy shows no signs of serious learning disorder, so the most important thing is to be patient and supportive. Make sure he does his reading exercises each day in a calm, loving environment. Make sure not to show disappointment when he struggles, which he will at first. Show encouragement when he succeeds, as self-confidence is critical at this age. If he fails to make progress with the exercises I've included, you may want to take him to the local paediatrician for further recommendations. I hope this is of some help. I look forward to seeing Tommy this September. Writer's block. Cool.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, honey.
Daddy said he'd be my buddy here. Let's get some memories explored then. No, she doesn't have memories in the toilet.
I
Read.
think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him this is just a fun family vacation, and he seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me. Neither one of us has said the word yet, but I know it's right there under the surface. We've been dancing around it. I can't even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real, a thing we have to deal with. I'm not ready for that yet. We agreed to make this a fresh start. I meant it, I think he did too. Now we just have to treat each day like a new beginning.
Okay, so they're thinking of getting divorced.
I promise. I promise.
Me too.
If this doesn't work. So he's upset because his dad is ignoring him. She's worried. She's worried that they're gonna get divorced. Where's the kid gone? Just one night.
How's it going, Tom? Writer's block.
I'm good.
Maybe we can play it later. Oh,
We'll have to find out.
Are there any other kids?
this is really sad. Oh wow. Exit. Okay, well, what does Linda want? I think I found it. Well, no, I have found all of Linda's.
I think we've done a good job. I promise.
Me too.
Okay, so all that's done. There's no more. Exit the memory and can still make it work. So there's nothing she wants. He just needs to start putting his... Oh.
It's such a crazy thought, the three of us all alone in this house all summer. I never thought we could afford a place like this, but the price surprised us both when we saw it. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Maybe it has a raccoon problem or a toilet that backs up. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, and I'm painting again. I got set up today. I felt a buzz right away. So much time to work. I haven't had a space like this in forever, probably since I left the studio. I went straight into a new piece today, got lost, looked up to see it was 2 hours later. I think this new one has promise, though I still have some rust to shake off. Speaking of which, I'm going to go check on Dan and see if his new office is doing anything for him. He's pretty frustrated, but he has to figure something out soon, or this place won't be any different than home.
Okay, so there's one thing. The painting? No. What's over? Pick up more canvases. Art store anywhere in town? Galleries or studios? Read Linda's thoughts to see what she wants. Okay, so what do you want, Linda? What do you want? A bottle of wine like me? Okay, so... Why would I... Options? Settings? Fair dues.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mommy.
Okay, we're just gonna go for race for the racy thing. Who first? Oh, who first? Oh. Who first? I don't know. I know Dan. I know it can't be Dan. I know it can't be Dan. Oh, there's a reticule there. Oh, that's pretty cool. But surely she'll be happy if he's getting on with his son. Okay, we're going to go racing Roger because I think his kid's the most important thing. The Kaplans are asleep. Explore the House of Clues, then whisper your decision to Dan. Well, that's just plain strange. By learning the desires of more than one character. Yeah, cool. Mr. Lowry finally gave in and agreed to let me inspect the house. I believe he simply grew tired of hearing me ask. Although I think deep down he knows I'm correct. A property like this simply doesn't change hands every year or two without reason. I noticed the pattern when I was clearing out the old files and this house kept coming up. It's changed owners 7 times in the last 13 years. I began digging, and not a single one of the sales was financially motivated. People just seemed to keep deciding that they'd rather live somewhere else, which doesn't add up in my mind. The view is striking. The isolation and privacy alone make it a great property. The remoteness isn't an issue. Certainly no one who can afford this kind of house needs to work for money. It's a mystery, but that's why I'm here. Oh, that's 1948. Oh, there we go. Stand in the kitchen drinking coffee and admiring the view. I simply don't understand it. Who wouldn't want to see this every morning? That appears to be the great question of 451 Timberline Road. I slept very well last night. It's a good thing the previous owners left the house furnished. It was just as quiet as anywhere I've ever been. The only sounds today are the ocean and a few birds. After I finish breakfast, I plan to begin my inspection. Later, I was expecting the upstairs walkway to make sure the railing was sturdy when I saw something odd downstairs. I'm not certain I can describe what it was, and I've already talked myself halfway out of thinking it was anything at all. It's probably just a trick of the light coming through those big windows. Go find arrowheads. Cool, let's go whisper our decision to Dan then. Unless there's something. No, I've already checked in there. Oh, that's creepy. Good. No, I don't want to skip. Oh, I feel bad. I forced him into that decision. Oh. Then again, there's no real right decision there, is there? Because then Tommy would have cried for 3 days. Like, there was no good way around that, was there? Oh, that's good. I definitely should have taken Linda. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last letter, but we've all been all over the place. Have you gotten settled down in that big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been a help for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to take a road trip. Found some good AARP deals. And with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery, and as you're hopefully learning just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it helps us. It's helped us. The trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit, I'm sorry to say, and if you write back, we'll be gone long before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. You know your father, and I want the best for all of you. What have we got then? Same old memory. It's definitely over there. Oh, there we go.
Let me call his mom. Can Davy sleep over?
Cool, so Davey wants to come over, which is awesome. Whoa, hello. It's dropped out there. Yeah, exit memory. What you got for me, Dan?
Writer's block turned into writer's fog, something like that. I never found my notebook. I guess it's just gone. Did we lose it in the movie? Leave it at home? I ended up having Alice find out about Scott and Sarah by overhearing a phone call. It was awful. Having Alice eavesdrop on them completely kills the sympathy I've been trying to build for her. A junk solution. But I had to get something down and move on. I guess that was it. Hopefully I can come back and fix it later.
So he needs to find his notebook, which helpfully I know all about. Oh, it's I'm walking straight away from what I need. It's upstairs.
You can sleep with us.
What about Tommy?
Exit the memory. Where is his wife? Nope. Cool, so he definitely... I don't think I need to read Tommy's mind to see what he wants.
What's up?
So he wants a sofa fort.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mommy.
Check sofa. Call Chamber of Commerce. Hotels in town. Double check. Huh?
I'm checking to see if this is a folder.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
I've barely had any journal entries since we arrived, and I'm writing this one with a god-awful headache. Not a good track record so far, Linda. I tried to get Dan to take a night off last night, but he said he just didn't have the time. So I opened that bottle of wine myself after Tommy got to bed, and somehow finished the whole thing. I knew I should have eaten something, and now I'm paying for it. Alright, time to see if my stomach's settled enough to figure out where we put the aspirin. It's gonna take a while to get used to where everything is in this place.
What's that ugly sweater? I'll read. Can you not just? Oh. Explore memories. Okay, so I've seen those. Come on, man. It's right about now. I'm glad that I haven't. That I'm not in stealth mode.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book. Fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Friday can't get here soon enough.
Well, that might work. Dan, one of 3 clues found. Plus his memories. Oh, hello. No, I don't want the blue sheets. I don't want to make it all about Tommy. To be honest, I think I'm going to take Linda. Oh. No, exit the memory.
Good news. Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. Hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast. Though, maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
Oh, God.
Didn't want to bother you while you were working, but didn't forget. but didn't want to forget again. Been meaning to ask you, found any ponds on your hikes? Creeks? No rush, just curious. Read Dan's thoughts to see what he wants. Check those fishing poles. Maybe we could find a pond. What's this? Talked to Davy's parents and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they'd take her to Tommy some weekend and return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up. Okay, what does Linda want? It's gonna have to be Linda, isn't it? Where is that ugly? Where is the ugly sweater? It must be in the bedroom. Why would you put it anywhere else? There we go, ugly sweater. I really don't want to upset Tommy. I really don't want to upset Tommy. Really, really don't. But Tommy was happy there last time, so... I'm now certain there's something strange with the light here. It must be those windows. I was reviewing old deeds in the living area and saw some sort of flash of light out the corner of my eye. I would assume the elevation would put the ocean too far away for the sun to reflect off a wave, but perhaps not. I looked, but there was nothing there except a strange shimmer, like heat above the asphalt of a hot road. It dissipated almost immediately. Perhaps some concentration of the light caused it. But on to work. I've begun cataloguing possible options for the property. I owe Mr. Lowry a report by the 24th. Oh. Damn, this game's atmospheric. The voice acting's not the best I've ever seen, but the but you know, it's enough. It's enough to keep you going. Like, it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. The story, I care about these characters. I genuinely don't want to upset anybody. I want Dan to become a mind-numbingly good author. I failed to log my activities yesterday as nothing of note occurred. There have been no tricks of the light for 2 days, and I've grown certain that the ones I saw were reflections from the ocean improbably reaching my house. The house. I've been able to focus on the task at hand, and am suitably pleased with the condition of the property. I've also reached a decision on how to proceed. It came to me this morning as I stood in the conservatory admiring the beauty of the forest. I hadn't begun my work yet and was thinking of nothing in particular when an idea came into my head fully formed. I was surprised that it appeared with such clarity, but it's not unheard of for the mind to ponder a question in the subconscious. As for the idea, it's quite simple. I'll buy the house myself. Having parents or parents-in-law, I know all about that. Oh. Oh, he walked in on his grandparents. Catching up. Oh, this isn't going to be a fun one. This isn't going to be a. I'm going to enjoy this game, but it's not going to be fun. Anyway, guys, that's I've been playing this game for over half an hour now. I need to get this edited down. So, thank you for watching. I really hope you're enjoying this. This is intense. I really don't want to upset anybody, and I'm a people pleaser. What can I say? And I'm married, so I kind of know a little bit about what they're going through. Although I don't have kids. So thank you guys. It really does mean a lot that you're watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a comment, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So thank you very much.